ready? Tobias driving, 3 seconds. Fading, shooting. We need Philly United in the chat. Let's go, Tobias!
He did it! Some of the fans sensing a possible career high. Hits for three. Seattle finally leaving alone after that. Hits for three.
Yes, sir! Iowa or B.
What is going on, everybody? RB here. Welcome on in to Philly Take with RB. You know what to do. Drop a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Hit the bell so you get all the notifications, man. Check out the merch store. Consider becoming a channel member today for exclusive perks. We are back. We are cracking. Let's go. We're about to pump one out. So I know the Sixers play in about an hour. Sixers play in about an hour. And I decided not to do the play-by-play tonight because nobody is playing, right? Tyrese Maxey's out. Seth Curry's out. Tobias Harris is out. Every other player is out. I think Joel Embiid will probably be out. Who knows? But, yeah, you know, everybody's out. And I'm just like, do I really care about that game? Or do I want to get a pulse of where the Sixers fans are feeling? Because, again, you know, with the news coming out today, I've been going back and forth with Sixers fans and Ben fans and all this stuff. And I'm like, yo, why am I wasting my time doing that? I dropped a video. If you guys did not check it out with my initial thoughts and reaction earlier today, be sure to put that on your to-do list. But I'm like, why not just do a call-in show and get some thoughts up in here, right? So I'm looking forward to opening up the lines in a little bit, getting some thoughts on the situation. I want to see how other people are feeling. I want to see where the pulse is at with this team. Obviously, if this is your first time here in the news today and you had a busy day or you're living under a rock or something, it is being reported that 2-5 is probably going to be on his way back to Philadelphia this week. Pretty much, in other words, in my opinion, the fines got too hefty and they realized they're not going to get that money back. And here we are. And look. People are buying into this. They're ready to welcome the guy back with open arms. In my personal opinion, there would be a lot that would have to happen in between for that to happen. But I just think he's coming back to get his money. He's his other property. This came out after I did my video earlier, but his other property in Morristown is for sale now. So I just don't see him coming back. I see this as a tactic. Let's get our money, try to work something out. But who knows? Who knows? I want to get all your thoughts in the chat. Shout out to the channel members. We got Rick Bennett in the house. Sean McQueston, what's going on? Rick's is not happy at all with 2-5 situation. Scott Lawrence, my guy, what's going on, bro? Ooh, no, stay away. What did he see that we're actually doing good now? He wants to come back. I just think obviously Rich Paul didn't read the fine print, and now he's realized, like, you know what? I actually cannot get that money back unless I report. And after tonight's game, actually, he will have lost $1 million already. $1 million for a couple meaningless games. And, for example, tonight, nobody's even playing. So he's like, do I want to lose $300,000 tonight, or do I want to take my, back to camp? And, I said this in my video earlier, and let me put this first and foremost out there. By the way, this is sponsored by BetQL. Shout out to BetQL, the only app you'll need to beat your sports book. We're going to open the lines in a little bit because I want to get a pulse of the fans. But let me put this out there, right? Because I've been arguing with some people today. Some people really see eye to eye with me. Some people don't. That's okay. That's the nature of sports and reality. Now, the people that want to take personal shots at you because you don't like this or that, they're idiots, okay? So excluding them. But you know what? Like, I just don't know. I don't know what's going to happen with this team. I think this is a messy situation. Now, it's good in a sense that he's coming back so that hopefully somehow, some way, it'll kind of make it look in the public perception as if we're working on something. But overall, I don't think a lot of people are going to be fooled about this. I think it's just a tactic. I still think he doesn't want to play here. And, well, there we are. We're in that situation. Let me also say this. Because for some reason, see, when people try to tell the truth from the way that they see it, when they try to give you a reality that you may view as harsh, or when you like a certain player or this or that, people get so caught up in everything else that they don't realize what you're saying. I'm being painted out, for example, as a person that hates this team and you know, I'm a hater and this and that. Let me tell you something, okay? I don't want anything more than to see this team win. I don't want anything more than to see this team win. That's been the goal. That's always been the goal. So that's why I don't think this is going to work out, because even if he comes back, right? And, you know, if he were to come back and apologize and he said, you know, I was acting like a fool, I was immature, I'm sorry to this, and this, and I'll work on my game and this and that. Well, then the tone might change. You know, if he came out shooting jump shots, I would start to evaluate the situation. But here's the thing. Whether he reports or not, I don't see the guy changing his game. And that's what, like, people just think automatically, oh, he's ready to take that next level. Says who? Says who? He's been doing this for years. Is he going to come back and shoot 4 threes a game? Is that what he's going to do? I don't know. I don't think so. So I don't see the fit being right here. Maybe he goes somewhere else and, you know, gets a fresh start and tries that, and maybe he doesn't want to be here. I don't know. But, you know, for the people that think I'm a hater and that I hate, look, man, I want the same thing you do. I want to win, and I want to get what we need. And you know what? Now I'm going to pump my chest out a little bit, because I tried to tell you guys what was going to happen. Daryl Morey sticking to his big boy guns. You know what I mean? Rich Paul is nobody compared to these NBA organizations. And there was no way. See, this is for the people that, oh, well, this guy doesn't have any sources. Use your brain for once. You think that Daryl Morey, you think that Adam Silver and the NBA was going to let this happen? You think a guy with 4 years left on a contract was just going to waddle his way out of here with no repercussions? Come on, man. Use your head. Stop believing everything everybody says. You don't even have to believe what I'm saying, because it may not be true all the time. It's just my opinion. But use your head a little bit. Did you really think this was going to slide? No. Rich Paul got absolutely kicked to the ground today, and Daryl Morey held his ground. So however this situation works out, I still don't buy it. I think these guys are going to be working together behind closed doors, and this is exactly what should have happened to begin with. But 2-5 is immature, and he played this completely wrong. Maybe Rich Paul was influencing him to play it like this, but it was wrong. Because this could have been done 3 months ago, and we could have been done. But come on, man. You thought they were going to get away with this? No. They felt the pressure adding up, and after a couple I'm prepared to sit out all season. I'll sit out next season. Shoot, I don't even want to play. No. A couple preseason games, and he said, damn, I got this car payment due. I got my mansion due. Come on, man. Come on. Use your head. We got 111 people in the chat, guys. Drop a like if you're enjoying this content, man. Subscribe if you're new. We're going to be covering the team all year. Look, I know some of you guys hate me. Even if you hate me, call into the show, man. Give me some thoughts. I don't know why people hate each other for different opinions, but that's just society nowadays. Even if you have a completely different opinion, I'm not going to hate you for it. I'm just going to debate with you. That's it. That's it. But my personal opinion is that there's no way this guy plays again for Philly. He doesn't want to. He's going to come back. He's going to I would be surprised if he even talks to the media, because he's going to get peltered with questions. I don't see it. I think he'll collect his check, and this thing will continue to facilitate, and hopefully we'll find a way out. Or Daryl Morey. Again, I'm putting my trust in him to find the best offer available. That's how I'm feeling about it. That's how I'm feeling about it. Shout out to the channel members up in the building. Legendary, what's up, man? What's up, man? The way this whole thing has played out has just been absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And we had to hold pack. You can't run two bigs in the NBA that can't shoot. Well, that's the thing. And again, when you think about another GM, like, is he really going to take on this prima donna who, you know, the way that he acted about this situation and just the way that it's gotten right now, like, I mean, it just looks bad. Like, who's going to want to take on that drama? Maybe a team will, but who knows? Who knows? I just don't look, Jay. I don't know if he's going to come back and play. I don't think he will. I really don't. I think this is more of a let's collect the check and let's work some business out like he should have done a couple months ago. If he does play, if you've ever been to a Sixers game, I'm sure you've heard, just emphatic boos and chants and this and that. It will be taken to another level. I'm talking about that place will literally come down the first night he comes out there. Honestly. And it has nothing to do with how you're playing. It's all about effort and mentality. And that's, look, for the people saying that, we're treating this guy, look, we just want our team to succeed. We just ask for effort. That's it. Prove your game, work on it. Do it in a game. Come on, man. It is going to be a crazy atmosphere, but honestly, I just hope that we find a good deal. Maybe there wasn't enough on the playing field, and who knows? Maybe that's why. But oh man, it's gonna be very interesting, guys. We got 112 people in here. Drop a like. Let's get it to 100. We're about to open up the phone lines, but before we do that, let's go ahead and hold up 1 second. Let me make sure the YouTube's been acting a little bit weird. Let's see. Give me your thoughts in the chat as well, and then we'll open up the phone line soon. All right. Let me just check something real quick. All right. All right, we're good. We're good. Man. Let's see. Martian, what's going on, man? Rich Paul misadvised Simmons. Welcome back. Good to have you to rehab that trade value for Dame or Bill. We'll have to wait and see. I mean, Daryl Morey always trades star for star, and he's not afraid to get a little sloppy with it. You know what I mean? Pause. He's not afraid to get into a sticky situation. Pause again. That's just where we're at. So, and I have an issue, right? I have an issue with people saying, "Oh, well, he's just going to completely drive up his trade value." Says who? What if he comes out playing the same way? What if it's the same thing? You know what I mean? Come on, we got to think a little bit. Do we expect this guy to just go all out now? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Before we open up the phone lines, as I'm preparing to do so here, let's go ahead and hear a quick word from the sponsor, BetQL. Do you want to get an advantage over your sportsbook? If so, BetQL is the perfect app for you. Their best bet model scans over 350,000 unique bets per year to give you a best bet recommendation across all major sports every single game. They give you player props, spreads, over-unders. They give you the news, injury updates, all other info you need to succeed on your bets in real time. I've been using BetQL. I just cashed in on a four-way parlay yesterday. And this app's helping me take my sports betting to the next level. So if you are interested in the same kind of success, go to the App Store, Google Play Store, or down to the description and click the link. Use promo code RB for 25% off any subscription offering. And be sure to check out the special BetMGM offer as well in the description to receive $200 in free bets no matter whether your wager wins or not. Again, all this information down below in the description. And shout out to them for sponsoring on this content. All right. I think it's time. So, that being said, I think it's time to get into the phone lines. 215-798-7638. We got a bunch of people up in here. Give me your thoughts in the chat as well. We'll read some out. 2-5 coming back in the building is a massive disruption. I agree, and that's another point that I'd love to hear about. You know, what's the team chemistry going to be like if he does indeed show up? What's that vibe going to be like? We heard what Joel Embiid said. We heard what Joel Embiid said. Now, I know Doc Rivers is going to play him up like he's the next best thing since sliced bread, but, I mean, let's be honest. You know, is he going to change his game? Is Doc going to even want him to change his game? Do you think he even listens to the noise? What do you think, man? I think Sixers fans are going to regret not trading him and letting him back. It's going to be messy. It is going to be messy, but I just think that this is his fault. You know, he could have done this a long time ago. Cat on the Moon, what's going on? What are the odds a fan throws popcorn at Ben his first game back? I mean, I would never do that, but I wouldn't be surprised. Like, it's gonna be an interesting atmosphere, and we think that things have been bad. I can't even imagine how it's going to be going forward. But that's just my thoughts on it. Call into the show, even if you hate my guts, even if you enjoy me, even if you love 2-5 to the max extent, even if you hate them like me, call into the show. Give me some thoughts. What do you guys think? What is the pulse of the Sixers right now? What should be the ideal strategy going forward? And what will the locker room be like with this guy? What will the vibes be like? Give me some thoughts. Hold up. Stupid soundboard. It's very tough, y'all, trying to handle all this at once, but we do it for the fans. Give me a second, y'all. All right, we should be good now. Like I said, I was not planning on this. I was going to do a play-by-play, but then I realized nobody's going to play tonight, so that's where we're at. But, yo, we got the first caller on the line. What's going on?
Man, what's going on, RB?
What's up, bro?
I don't know how Philly's going to handle this situation, but I know one thing for sure. This is going to be an embarrassment, not only to the city of Philadelphia, but to the entire league. I'm surprised that the league hasn't stepped in itself by now. Rich Paul is an embarrassment to Ben Simmons. He's an embarrassment to himself. He already has allegations against him for other players. You know, this is I don't think he handled this professionally. I don't think Ben Simmons handled this accordingly. But I'm gonna tell you one thing for sure. Ben Simmons should have been traded, I think, as soon as that series was over. Yeah. But that's a sticky situation. You know, Daryl Morey, he's got a lot on his hands right now.
Right.
I don't really know how this situation is going to get handled, but I know he cannot come back to Philly.
Yeah, I agree 100%. And I like your point about the NBA stepping in. Well, let me ask you this: what do you think? Do you think there were possible conversations? You know, maybe Adam Silver called up Daryl Morey and said, you know, hold pact. Like maybe Adam Silver tried to reach in contact with Rich Paul. What do you think about that?
Well, I mean, Adam Silver has to uphold a standard for himself. You know what I mean? Like I mean, that's a hard situation to think about too, because, you know, to each his own. Like with Rich Paul, you know, he's his own organization, but at the same time, you're under the league's scope. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, the NBA is a different product.
I mean,
you know what I mean, and it's bad business for both.
Right. I mean, I'm guessing they had a conversation with Rich Paul many times, and I'm sure Rich Paul gave him and told Ben Simmons, "Look, I know I told you one thing, but listen, you're gonna have to go back." And I'm confused with the situation because there's no way he could put on a Philly uniform at this point. So is it just he's reporting back just to be traded? Maybe there's a trade in the works. You know, with him putting up his house on the market, like how there's no way possible that he's going to be, you know what I mean, reporting back to Philly and staying in Philly and actually playing in Philly. So
yeah, there's no way he comes back, and I think he's literally just coming to get the check. Honestly, if he comes, it's his, and I don't think he's going to talk to anybody, and I think he's just going to hold out. And we'll really see like where we're at with this, and then a trade is evident. It's a matter of time, you know.
Yeah, we don't got much time, I don't think, man.
Yep. Hey,
I mean, I'm sick of it. You know what I mean?
Me. Yo, I'm like, I promise you guys, I was not trying to talk about this for, like, I don't try to talk about it. It happens. It's every day, and it's like I'm sick of it at this point. But hopefully we get it resolved soon.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you
the
taking
call,
my
my
call,
guy.
though, man.
Yeah, shout out to you, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna go enjoy the Sixers. Who actually want to come, play for Philly. I'm gonna go enjoy them at 8:00. Watch them play. So.
All right, man. Have a good game. Appreciate it. I'm telling you guys, I really, and I would have loved to do a stream tonight, but again, like nobody's really playing. I guess like Isaiah Joe's gonna be our main ball handler tonight. I don't know. Maybe Paul Reed. Who knows? But yeah, it's a sticky situation. See what happens. Who do we have on the line? Yo, you're on the show.
Hello?
Yo, what's going on?
I hate Ben Simmons.
I hear you. That's it?
No, just, I want us to trade him because, like, I've been saying this ever since that he just looked like crap. I yelled at him for passing it to Matisse and not just dunking. I'm like, you're 6'11". Dunk it. You can easily dunk it and help us win.
Yeah, he was. There's a lot of fear in that man's eyes, and he just he had a terrible series, and this was a spiraling effect because this happened during the season. People just didn't want to call it out because we were the 1 seed, but it was only a matter of time before that flaw was brought to the national stage, and well, that's what happened.
Yeah, like I totally agree. Just the issue with Ben is he doesn't have the work ethic like Tyrese Maxey does.
Yeah, he doesn't, and that's a major question, especially for a team trying to trade. Like, do we want to get a guy that doesn't really show a sign of improving? It's a good question, but
yeah, and also I think it's stupid for Kyrie Irving to say, "Well, if I get traded to Philly for Ben, I'm retiring."
He didn't say that, but I wouldn't put it past Kyrie, and I don't want that. You know what I mean? I don't want Kyrie another headache. If we could get Kyrie in with a clause where he would definitely show up and play, then yeah, of course I would take Kyrie, but just too much drama, you know what I mean? I'm tired of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey.
Like I totally agree.
Yeah, no doubt, man. But hey, I appreciate the call, man. Thank you for chiming in and giving us your hate about Ben Simmons or 2-5. Guys, I've actually started a trend because I'm seeing random people now talk about 2-5 and they're calling him 2-5. Like, do I have that much power? Like, I know I made a tweet and I said, by the way, if you're not following me on Twitter, must follow at RB Philly Take. But yeah, I just started calling this guy 2-5, and I think everybody is caught on now. Maybe they won't even print his name on the back of the jersey. You know what I mean? Just 2-5. Oh man. We need we need a good call, man. We need someone to come in and really, really strike it. You know what I mean? Give me some thoughts. Look, how about even a Stan? Come talk to me. You know what I mean? I don't bite. Free Melly, the $5 super chat. Thank you so much. Oh yeah, I gotta add the stream elements too. But Free Melly, thank you so much. Says I gave RB5 now. I gave RB5. Now UI. All right, we're gonna try to decipher it. I gave RB5 now. I like. I'm guessing what you're saying is I like him being here no matter what. No. No, I'm sorry. I appreciate the super chat and the support of the channel. All the donations go to the furthering of the channel, but no. Thank you, my man. That being said, let's go back to the phone lines. 215-798-7638. Call into the show, man. Where's the people at? We got 135 in the chat. Even the kids hate this man. Yeah, I mean, people have genuine dislike for this guy. It's not, again, it has nothing to do with basketball from a basketball standpoint. It's just, how do you spit in our face like that? And you just got to get better. You know what I mean? I mean, who goes to a court and doesn't shoot? I don't get it. Yo, who do we got on the line? What's going on?
Hello.
What's up, man?
What's up, man?
How you feeling?
Okay, so your stream is a bit delayed, so I'm
Turn.
Or was that for a bit?
Yeah, turn the stream off in the background.
Volume off.
Yeah, turn the stream off.
But Ben Simmons. I'm sorry, 2-5. Oh my! What can I say about this man? He's just pathetic. I've cheered for him all my life. I have 2 jerseys of him. I've cheered for this man and the way he's acted towards this Philadelphia organization is just horrible because I know that you used to love him, I used to love him, and everybody in Philadelphia was rooting for him.
Yep.
And I don't know what to say. I extremely hope he's on the team in February just holding out because I get to go to a Sixers game in Madison Square Garden.
Mm-hmm.
So I would love to boo him on the biggest stadium of them all.
Yeah.
That would just be like one hell of an experience to have.
Yeah, that would be crazy. I mean, if he stays on a team that long, I don't see it being that long. I would see maybe the trade deadline, but I don't know why. I have an urge that something is going to happen like in the first couple weeks, month of the season. I really don't see this guy putting on the jersey and going out there. And after that is decided, like after he gets his check and he doesn't show up for press conferences and all that, then we know that something has to happen, right?
Yeah. And I still know people are going to hate Ben. Like, Ben Simmons is still going to come up in conversations after he comes. I fully expect multiple channels like he was talking about him for maybe the full season just because of the hell he's gone through with this kid.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like I talked to some of the other people, like we don't want to talk about this, but it's just we can't avoid it. Like I can't even talk about the team and the expectations until I know what the team's going to look like, and I really don't. I don't, and it's a very tough situation. I can't imagine being in the locker room, not knowing if he's going to be here this day or next day.
It's going to be toxic. It's going to be very toxic in that locker room. Like when I heard about the players flying out to LA, I'm like, okay, they really like this man. They are rooting for him. They want him back. And just like I heard a statement from Doc today saying, we are really glad that he's back. We wanted him back. And I quickly typed under that post, you wanted him back.
Yep. We
wanted his ass gone because he brings nothing to the table when it comes to what is now looking like a fifth seed.
Yep. Yeah, I agree, man. Hey, appreciate the call.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Man. Yeah. I don't know. I really say 2-5 because of you. Shout out to you, Jay. I gave you 5. Now I like Ben being here no matter what. Well, that's great. I'm glad you do. I'm just trying to win games. And, I know. What are you going to do if he's playing awesome and he hits the court? Well, we'll see what happens then. Is he going to apologize? Is he going to say anything? Or is he like, you know what I mean? There's a certain vibe that has to go on. Great teams have great talent, but they also have great chemistry. And I don't, like the caller said, I don't want a toxic situation, see what happens. But, yeah, I mean, if you like him being here, congrats. Call in, let me know why. 215-798-7638. Let me know why. Like, what's the point? Yeah, we can win regular season games. I've said that. We can be a top 3 seed, but what's going to happen in the playoffs? Teams know how to attack us. Things just don't look as clean. Just being honest. So we'll see. And I definitely don't want any more disappointment like we saw this past year or a couple years ago or even before that. Yo, who do we have on the line? What's going on?
John from New Jersey. What's up?
What's up, man?
Man, Ben's got to go. That bitch ass has to go. I'm sorry, he can't come on the Wells Fargo Center floor. He can't. Our fan base will boo him out of the place.
Yeah.
How can he play with, regular season, there's no pressure, but there's going to be tons of pressure when there's 20,000 people booing him.
Yeah. I don't I don't think he's going to play. I do believe the report that he is fearful of Sixers fans and he does not want to come back or even, play another minute here. So I don't think it's going to happen.
He's got to be traded, and we don't need a superstar in return. I'm tired of hearing that.
Right.
Like, let's just make this team as best as we possibly can, and let's try to win a championship with Joel Embiid and the MVP level.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, there's definitely a valid question about, what is the right deal given the fact that this is one of our last trade chips. But, I hear you. We definitely need a better fit. Even in the preseason, we've been looking much better in terms of spacing and knocking down shots off the spacing. So I'm enjoying it. But who knows if he comes back?
He can't.
Yeah.
He just can't. I mean, how can you bring the guy back when he disrespected his teammates the way that he did by not allowing them to take that 6-hour flight to California?
Yeah. He's acted like a complete kid, and that's why people have been pissing me off today, because it's like people just want to automatically forget, oh, this is good for the team. The only way this is good for the team is if it gets us another player quicker. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's very toxic, and he's handled it very immature, and here we are. 2-5
has to go, because no matter what, he's just going to stun us in the playoffs if he plays the same old Ben Simmons basketball that we've seen the last 5 years.
Yeah, we can't win a championship with a guy that won't shoot a basketball, and a guy that shoots 30% from the free throw line. In fact, if we had a better player in 2018, if we had a point guard this year, we probably go to the finals. There's a good chance we do, and a lot of missed
Could you imagine Shaquille O'Neal playing with a Kobe Bryant that didn't shoot?
Yeah, exactly. And that was a different era, but still, you at least got to be aggressive. I don't know. It's just I just don't see it happening, and I don't really see much more than just being a decent player that can maintain above water. You know what I mean? That's all I see.
Yeah, he's got to go.
Yeah, appreciate the call, man.
And we'll throw a parade when he does leave.
Yep.
Because that's how excited I'll be.
Yeah, we
got to try to move forward, and Ben keeps holding us back.
Yeah, just not a good vibe. Hey, appreciate the call, man. It's a tough situation. What do you guys think about the rest of the roster? Do you think we pull the trade sometime early in the season? Do you think we wait? Do you think he actually ends up playing? What do you guys think, man? Philly knows all about toxic. Well, again, people can say what they want about Philly fans and this and that. The fact of the matter is that this situation is because of him. I've said this multiple times. He's not the victim here. Oh, we don't ask for much. I don't think any 2-5 stands out there can sit in front of the mirror, look at themselves, and say, you know what, this guy is really good. He's amazing. At least one's in the right mind. We can win a championship playing like that. Do any 2-5 stands think that? That we can just play and he doesn't have to shoot ever? See what I mean? You see how messed up this thing is? We are 5 years into a career, and people are coddling this man without shooting a basketball. Doesn't that seem kind of messed up to you? I mean, it does to me. Come on, man. You guys are making stuff up. Ben gets along with all players. Okay, we're making stuff up. You're right. Let's just draw up thinking bubbles in our head. Let's do it. Let's make up another story today. I don't know. Every day of the offseason hasn't been filled with things and this and that. They didn't try to go out and visit him. I mean, they actually admitted it. If you actually watch the news, if you actually open your eyes and your ears a little bit and think, they actually did try to visit him. But no, we made that up, right? Joel Embiid, did you watch Media Day? Did you think for a second? If I'm not mistaken, Joel Embiid, what did he say? He said, oh yeah, that's disrespectful to the players on the floor. Right. Didn't JJ Redick one time say that that one of the players didn't like to go out? I wonder who he was talking about. Guy that messed up team chemistry. Come on, man. But yeah, let's Let's wait. Let's just make stuff up. Let's just do it for fun. Come on, man. Roster is better without him. Exactly. The roster's 10 times better. Even if we don't get a guard back right away, it'll be a better fit. There'll be a learning curve. I understand that. Who knows what Doc's going to do, but I really feel that Daryl Morey thinks he can somehow get his hands on a star who might request out. That's just what I view from Daryl Morey's point of emphasis. It probably won't happen because nobody is leaving, so we're probably going to have to settle for like an average starter and some picks, and maybe the picks could help us out eventually, but I just don't understand it. I don't understand where it's our fault because of this man's unwillingness to improve his game. But it's crazy. Like, if he really does come back, like, if he actually was to come back, I just don't see it happening. I mean, he sold his apartment. He sold his house. Come on, man. I just feel that with 4 years left on a contract, Daryl Morey's sitting there and he's saying, well, this guy completely bottomed out in the playoffs. I'm not going to trade him. I'm not going to trade him until he shows me something more. And we know he's tried to physically trade him before. And he's just sitting here thinking like, okay, I'll do what I can. And, when it's time, when he builds some of it back up, then we'll trade him. But I just don't think 2-5 even wants to be back here. I don't. Yo, what's going on? You're on the show.
What's up, man? See, I was just watching, and I'm thinking about what you said. Yes, it's not Philly's fault that Ben can't shoot. But where it is Philly's fault is prolonging this whole situation with trying to withhold him. In this situation right now, the best Philly can get is the same kind of player you would have got a couple weeks ago, a Malcolm Brogdon. See, and that's a guy who I think could help your team. I'm a Pistons fan, and I'm just, saying my piece.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you think, do you really think, though, that offers are on the table? Is that what we think? Because who knows? Who knows? I mean, would you want to trade? Would you, as a Pistons fan, want to trade for this guy? Would you, with all the baggage?
Oh, of course not. Definitely not.
Right.
I wouldn't have Ben Simmons on my team at all.
Yeah,
But,
exactly. So,
see, that's the thing, though. I would never have drafted him.
well, that goes back a ways, and there's been a lot of bad decisions within this organization. But, yeah, I mean, other GMs.
I have a question for you, though, bro.
Yeah.
As a Philly fan, when you first saw him get drafted, and you saw that he didn't even finish his freshman year at LSU, and you saw his team didn't even make the tourney, was that alarming? Was that a red flag early, or did you ignore it?
I ignored it. I supported this guy for about 3 to 4 years. I kept believing in my right mind that he was great at everything else and he would do the one thing that would make him a really good player, and he just didn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Now I go back and look and listen to some of the reports and stuff about him being like not driven and stuff, and maybe it's true. Maybe it's true. And I'll tell you what, it's definitely changed my perspective as a fan. I'm not going to just sit here and just hope and pray anymore for certain guys. I got to see it first. And I just think the entire organization coddled this man, looking in retrospect. And it's tough, man. It really is. And we deserve better. Joel deserves better. So we'll see, man.
Honestly, I think you guys are really on the rise with Maxey,
Yeah. The problem is that he's not ready yet. Like this is why I said months ago, like, I would throw him in a trade for a star, and people got mad. But, he's going to be great in a couple years. But that's a couple years. Who knows what's going to happen by then? Time is short. So we'll see. But, hey, appreciate the call, my guy.
Yeah, man. Love watching the show.
Thanks, man. Shout out to a Pistons fan chiming in. We got fans from other teams calling in. That's what's up, man. I don't know what I need. I think I need somebody just come in with the energy. I feel like we're all bummed out about this. It's very frustrating. How many people? We got 175 people in the chat, guys. We got 65 likes. Come on, man. It's not balancing out. Push this content out. Drop a like. Sub to the channel. Give me your thoughts. Bird Gang, what's going on, my man? Appreciate you being in here, bro. Thanks for stopping by. Thinking Philly's going to be just as good without him on the floor is delusional. That's not what look, obviously he's going to bring elements of defense and all this to the team. But in terms of an offensive perspective, we are going to be much better in terms of space on the floor. It's just a fact. And I know we would be better in the playoffs playing 5-on-5 basketball. It's just we've never seen it without it. So we're not prone to thinking that way. So we'll see. I mean, again, with him, we'd be a great regular season team. But what if we go out and get a point guard like Malcolm Brogdon? Who knows? Who knows? We don't know. We don't. 15 minutes till game time. Yeah, we'll probably shut it down in 15 to 20 minutes. I don't know. I'm trying to get a pulse here of how the fans are feeling. Seems like everybody's bummed out. It is what it is, man. Yo, what's going on?
What's going on, RB?
Yo, what up?
Mike. Oh,
Mike?
man. Yeah, I just wanted to just chime in real quick.
Yeah, let's go.
Wow. So, the process. I just wanted to ask the audience, what have we got from the process? All these years just sucking and tanking for all these years. We only got one player, which is he's a great player, Joel Embiid. But we got who? Jahlil Okafor. Was he part of the process?
Yes,
he was part of it. We didn't get anybody.
Yeah, and Jahlil just got waived again today by the Hawks. He's done. His career's over.
Right. Markelle Fultz, right? Which we could have got Tatum. We even traded a first-round pick to move up to get him,
Dude.
and he couldn't even play. And we got Ben Simmons, the so-called person that was supposed to be in front of Brandon Ingram, which I thought Brandon Ingram, he reminded me of KD. I was like, man, we should get him. He reminds me so much like KD. I'm not saying he's on KD's level, but his body, like the way he plays, the way he looks, he reminds me of KD. And I would love to get Brandon Ingram.
Yeah.
But they got pressure to draft Ben Simmons. But like Sixers fans, like the ones that are such like Ben Simmons, like lovers, like how do you love this guy that just signed this contract for almost $200 million? He got 4 years on this contract, and he doesn't even want to play for your city. Like, how do y'all still want him on your team?
Exactly.
Like, get him out of here. He's only going to bring us down even more than what it is. Imagine him coming back. He gets hurt, and then his value even goes even lower than what it is.
I agree.
I'm
100%.
just saying, get him out of here. Get him out of here.
Yeah.
Malcolm Brogdon, honestly, I would have loved to have Malcolm Brogdon. I called last time. I would love to have D'Lo. I don't even know if we can even get these players, but
Probably
I would have
not.
loved to get Malcolm Brogdon.
Yeah.
I would love to get him.
Yeah, I agree 100%. And I'm seeing some comments in the chat as well. Like, it's crazy in addition to what you said. And I go back to myself thinking about this, and I'm like, your team loses. Like, think about our team in 2018. I'm sure you've been a fan since then. And think about the squad that we had, right? Like 2-5, J.J. Redick, Jimmy Butler, Tobias Harris, Joel Embiid.
Oh, my God.
Like, you're flawed. Like, you don't look in the mirror and think
What's
that.
him?
Yeah, if he played a tad of offense in that series, we probably win. We probably go to the finals. And
We would have been champions.
It's crazy, man. And
We would have been champions.
yes, and that's especially in addition when it comes to this year. Like, this is why I hate the guy even more, because of missed opportunities. We're not going to get these opportunities as easy. People keep saying, let's take an average starter. Let's be the new Milwaukee Bucks. Here's the problem.
No,
the NBA was different this past year. Stars didn't go far because of injuries and other things like that. It's going to be harder than you think. And I'm just
I think Malcolm Brogdon is like a fringe all-star. I think he can bring a lot. I'm not saying he's better than Ben Simmons, but I think for this team in particular, I think he can push us. I'm not going to say over the top. I'm not saying that, but I think he can be an all-star with Joel Embiid, and I think we'll be able to run the pick and roll for the first time in Joel Embiid's career. Yeah. But it's like, for the Philly fans, it's like Sixers fans, it's like, how do you still have love for this guy? Like, he's disrespecting us. Like,
I don't get it.
He doesn't want to play for your team because he doesn't want to shoot because he was embarrassed to step his game up.
Yep.
All these years in the offseason, we seeing video of him shooting and doing all this stuff that he doesn't do it in the regular season. He definitely doesn't do it in the playoffs.
Dude,
it's like, how do y'all have love for this guy? He only brings one side. Basketball is you have to play offense. I'm sorry. It's not just one sided. If you're a star and you're a max player, you have to bring it offensively and defensively. You can't just play one side of the ball and expect us to be like, just go with it. No, we need to make a move. I'm tired of us being laughed at by like everybody's laughing at us. Like we're the clowns of the NBA right now. We have a maxed out player that doesn't want to play for us.
Yeah.
So get him out of here. I'm not saying for trade him for anybody, but we have to do something before it gets worse. Like I said, if he gets injured, imagine we're not going to get nothing for this guy. Yeah. His value is going to keep dropping. So it's either we wait. The longest I'm willing to wait is the trade deadline. I'm not trying to waste Joel Embiid's career waiting for the perfect piece and then we don't get anything back in return. Yep. Like, I'm not trying to do that. We did it with Allen Iverson. I'm not trying to do it with Joel Embiid. We went through the process. I'm not trying to go through the process again. When Joel Embiid said, I want to get out of Philly because you guys are not doing anything, I'm not trying to go through that. So all the Sixers fans that want to keep Ben Simmons, are y'all real Sixer fans? Like, are you trying to get a championship or are you trying to just be average? We went through the process. We have to remember, we went through the process and we only got one player out of the process because Ben Simmons is on his way out of here.
Yep. Speaking the
so
facts,
we have to change it up with this thinking and fall in love with it. If we have to get rid of Tyrese Maxey, get rid of him.
Exactly.
Get rid of everybody besides Joel Embiid for the players we need.
Yes.
Tobias Harris he could be going too. Anybody besides Joel Embiid to get us a championship. We can't stop falling in love with average players. Stop. Philly Sixers fans. Stop.
Yep.
We got to make a move.
I agree, man.
I just had to get that off my chest.
Great
Get them out of
call,
here.
man.
I'm sorry,
Great call.
but not sorry. Get them out of here.
Thank you, my man. Appreciate you calling in. Great energy.
All right, bro.
Love it, man. Yeah, finally someone speaking the facts. You know what I mean? Like, he's exactly right. Did the process even work? No. We tanked for how many years? We stacked up how many assets? And look what it amounted to. I mean, first off, I wouldn't wish any franchise's fans to go through Markelle Fultz and 2-5. Like, this is absolutely insane. But I mean, on top of that, like, it's a mess. It's a mess. And don't act like it. Don't come in here and start playing the empathy card like, oh, well, we did this. No. I remember all of Philadelphia cheering for Markelle Fultz when he entered the game and got a triple-double after he sat the entire season. I remember Sixers fans up until the dang playoffs cheering on 2-5. Come on, man. Come on, man. The caller's right. We got to stop. And I'm also grown as a fan as well. I think a lot of us are. I think that we just have to stop overvaluing these guys. I definitely will be more critical. Now, again, if you were like me and you expected 2-5 to start shooting a basketball, like, I don't think that's wrong. Like, after 5 years, you don't expect the guy to start shooting? But there's also other parts of his game that just have regressed in terms of the offensive side, and it's just he's just not a fit here. He's just not a fit. So, am I doing the Nets and Sixers? I'm not doing the game tonight, guys. Sorry about that. I just did this stream instead because every player is essentially out tonight. The only one that's really playing is Joel Embiid, and he's playing with a bunch of other people. Like, I think our point guard tonight is Furkan Korkmaz or Isaiah Joe. So not really much to see in my opinion. But, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Great call. I agree. Anyone other than JoJo. We have to make something happen. And, until Daryl Morey doesn't, I'm going to put my faith in him. I think Daryl's handled this situation better than people give him credit for. Now, I do think there's a time when you're going to have to pull the lever, but he got put into a terrible situation with this whole thing. Maybe he should have traded for Lowry at the deadline. I agree with that. But it's just that it's tough, man. And Daryl Morey doesn't want to go into a retool. He understands the greatness of Joel. He's been talking about it since the day he got here. And he's not afraid to go to war with Rich Paul or anybody else. He stood his ground, and here we are. So I think I really think this is all about perception. I'm not buying into it. especially you see the guy still selling his house and this and that. I think he's going to come back, not talk to the media. I think Daryl and Rich Paul will talk behind closed doors. They'll get something to happen. Honestly, here's a hot take. Let me know what you guys think about this. And keep calling in. We'll take a few more callers before the game starts, so I'll let you guys get out of here. 215-798-7638. Thank you guys for being here, by the way. What if a trade happens in the next few days? What if this is all smoke and in the next couple days a blockbuster drops? Do you think that could happen? Do you think there is potential for that? Or do we think this is just going to drag out? Diego, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that. And thank you guys for supporting. Even if you don't agree with me on anything, there's people that tune in. They say, I don't agree with you, or I'm another team's fan, but I still like your content. I appreciate that. We're trying to grow this thing out a lot, man. So I appreciate all you guys. And before we take we'll probably take like 2 to 3 more callers, cap it off. Great energy. Before we do that, let's go ahead and hear another word from the sponsor, BetQL. Do you want to get an advantage over your sportsbook? If so, BetQL is the perfect app for you. Their best bet model scans over 350,000 unique bets per year to give you a best bet recommendation across all major sports for every single game. They give you over-under spreads, player prop bets. They give you all the news and other information you need to succeed on your bets in real time. I've been using BetQL. Just cashed in on a parlay yesterday, and they're helping me take my sports betting to the next level. So if you're interested in the same kind of success, go to the App Store, Google Play Store, or go down to the description, download BetQL, and use promo code RB for 25% off of any subscription offering. Go ahead and check it out. And check out the special BetMGM offer in the description as well to receive $200 in free bets, no matter whether your wager wins or not. All the information down below, and shout out to them for sponsoring this content. All right, back to the phone lines we go. 215-798-7638. Take a few more. There are a lot of people calling in, and I can't see the names, so I just answer the calls. But, hey, you can always feel free to let us know who you are when you call in. You don't have to, but it's nice to get, repeat callers and stuff. Yo, what's going on? You're on the show.
Hey, RB, it's Wes Stone.
What's up, Wes?
How you doing, man?
Good. How about you?
Good. No, I just wanted to call and ask a question about this whole thing with Ben returning. If he does end up playing, which I understand might be a probably not, but if he does start playing, would you want the team to kind of play like his style of basketball and have him go out and, take 15 to 20 shots a game and like show what a Ben Simmons, brand of basketball could be to other teams to potentially get a better trade? Or would you just want him to kind of do what they've been doing and just, play Embiid style basketball and, have him just kind of sit there, I guess.
I do agree that, it's hard for him to fit next to Joel. But here's what I do think. I really do believe that a better free throw shot and a mid-range jumper could fix so many different problems. Like, obviously, 100%. You're going to have to space and beat out to the corner sometimes. But if Ben is aggressive, and if he can just take a 15-foot mid-range, it's really not that hard. Like, that would solve so many issues. And I do think they could play together. But I'm just not going to be as gullible anymore and just say, okay, he's going to come out shooting. I'm just not going to say it until it happens.
So would you say play more of a 50-50 thing where, when Ben's on the court, play his kind of style, give him the lane, kind of let him go out and do the things that he's good at, and hopefully you see a little more of his bag. Or would you rather him just spot up in the corner kind of and just like show off that three ball? Like tell him, hey, every time that ball hits your hands, just shoot.
Yeah. I mean, there's, when you look at good teams, like sometimes players have to do that. When you watch Milwaukee, sometimes Middleton has to space the floor. You know what I mean? Brooke Lopez has to go out to the corner. Every guy's got to make sacrifices, but you got to at least put in the effort. You got to try. And I just don't see that from him.
Right.
And whether it's he doesn't like the fit or he just doesn't want to, I don't know what it is. But it has to stop. It has to stop because even if he has the threat of shooting a basketball, like we could be a much better team. So.
No, I definitely agree. And, if he does end up getting traded, and we get, the Brogdons of the world, the CJs of the world, is that offense going to be enough to make up for what we do lose on the defensive side, on the playmaking side? When he is aggressive going to the rim and making things happen, is it going to be enough to,
it's
get us past that minus?
It's a good question. Like, I think the better suited question is does it make us a championship contender? And if not, do we have the assets to go forward and get another player? Like, that's where I think Daryl's mindset is at. Or do we at least become a formidable team enough to where a potential free agent wants to come in and be the final piece? That's why I don't think a trade has been pulled yet. But who knows, man?
Right. No, I agree. One last question, if you don't mind.
Yep.
I just want to know if a big time player becomes available before the trade deadline, like a Dame or a Bradley Beal, what are the chances that we have the best package? Because I've been hearing a lot about how Pelicans might be willing to move off of Ingram.
Yeah.
The Celtics might be willing to move like a Jaylen Brown for a Beal or
Here's my thoughts.
Or a Dame. Like, where are we with that kind of thing?
I think
and
that if a star becomes available, like, I think you would see a side where Daryl Morey would literally have to push all the chips into the middle of the table. Like, and if he was to miss on a guy like that, then I would be on the train of, like, maybe he's not it. Like, you would have to throw in Maxey, Picks, maybe Thibault. You have to do that to get a player of that caliber. Like, it doesn't matter. No excuses. If Dame requests out early into the season, you got to get that done. There's no looking back.
Yeah. But, what if he pushes all the chips in the middle and someone's just got a bigger pile of chips? You know what I mean? Like,
it's going to be.
What if the Celtics just drop like Marcus Smart, Jaylen Brown, I don't know, some of their younger players, and then all their picks, right?
Yeah.
Like,
it could happen.
Teams around the league have their picks.
Yeah, it could happen. You never know. I don't know, man. I don't know, but I do think Picks, Maxey, Thibault, I think those are enticing pieces. Even 2-5, if he plays up his value a bit, I think it'll be an enticing package. So we'll see what happens.
Okay. Yeah, man.
Thanks for the call.
I appreciate it.
Yep, appreciate it. Shout out to Weststone, longtime viewer of the channel, Ben Stanboy. At least he kept it real. You know what I mean? Had a good conversation. It's funny though, and this is no shade towards West, but towards the general Ben fanboy population, it's like really funny to me how, these guys come on here and you never get the ones that are like real feisty, real defensive. That's what makes me feel like most of these guys are just behind the keyboard. You know what I mean? And they just like them. They're young guys. They like Ben, and just how it is, But we got 100 likes in the chat. Drop a yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, man. Shout out to the all 150 in here, man. I didn't even expect to do this. We're doing this instead of the play-by-play, so we're about to get off in a few as the game's getting ready to start. It's on ESPN, so it'll start like 15 minutes later. But, yeah, I just did this because not a lot of people are playing tonight. Joel Embiid's in, but everybody else, with the exception of Danny Green's coming off the bench, so we'll see, man. What if he does come back and actually plays through the booze, and it turns out the hate raining down on him unlocks his aggression? Well, again, like, you guys think I'm a pure hater. Like, if he comes back and he apologizes and he plays his game and he comes out knocking down jump shots, then yeah, I'm going to want to keep him. Yeah, of course I will, but I just don't see that happening. I believed it for too long. If he comes out and he shows that potential or whatever we think it is, yeah, of course I would like him on the team. And if he realizes that he was immature, but again, I don't know. And I think that it leads to a multitude of problems when crunch time comes in the playoffs. I don't see us sustaining it. I don't see us sustaining that, and I just don't expect it. We'll take two more quick calls. get some energy up in here, and then we'll get out of here. And if you're watching this on the second time around, drop a thumbs up, subscribe, man. We'll be dropping all that content. We do play-by-plays here. We do news coverage. We do streams like this, call-ins. We do everything here on the channel. So if you're not supporting the vision yet, be sure to support, man. I appreciate it. We'll get a few more thoughts up in here. Wesley says, I get hung up on when I get feisty. Nah, you're not going to get hung up on. Only the people that get disrespectful get hung up on, or say something like that. We'll take one more call, and then we'll get out of here. David, what's going on, man? Nick, what's up? He's not going to apologize. His ego's too big. I agree. I just don't see it happening. I don't think he wants back. And, well, we'll see how it turns out. Yo, what's going on? You're live on the show.
Hey, yo, man, you're great at the play-by-play. You doing it tonight?
Thanks, my man. And, I'm not doing it tonight. The game's about to start now, but we really don't even have many people playing. We don't even have a point guard on the floor, but I'll be back for the next one on Friday.
All right, well, I was calling to say I'm a Brooklyn Nets fan, and we play tonight, and I wanted to say that I think that we're going to take y'all held number one spot for all season damn near last season, but I don't think you guys number one this year. What you think?
I think the Nets have a good chance, man. I think they have a good chance of taking it as long as Kyrie comes back and plays. Nets are going to be a good squad as long as they stay healthy too.
What about but the number one seed? You see y'all 1 and 2 this year again?
No, no, I don't. Again, it's hard to evaluate the team because, dang, KD just hit a 3 too. The game just started, but I don't really see us as a top seed. I see us more as a middle of the pack. But again, I have to see what happens with this whole situation first.
Oh, you said the game just started?
Yeah, KD just rained one down, and then Sixers just hit a 3
all right,
as well.
all right. I'm gonna watch the game, man. I'm gonna try to chime in. I'm gonna catch you on Friday.
Hey, appreciate it, man. Thank you. Sorry, I got stuck up watching that real quick. I want to see Isaiah Joe pop a 3, man. Who hit the 3? Here's Embiid with a 3. Bang! See, Joel's working on that game. He's knocking down the threes. Let's go, man. Let's go. Oh, dang. B just fouled Blake hard. Shout out to my man Don coming with the $5 super chat. Thank you so much, man. Says Ben is a fragile person. Sixers, yes, sir. Keep up the good work.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Don. Very much appreciated for the support of the channel. Thank you. And shout out to David for becoming a channel member. Show him some love in the chat. Joining the Fire Take Hall of Fame, man.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, David, man. Appreciate you being in here, man. We're actually about to get off here in about a minute because the game started. I'm not doing the play-by-play tonight just because we don't have a lot of people in, and we're going to see a lot of the third unit, and we saw the other night that was disgusting. But yeah, man, appreciate you guys coming through, chiming in, giving us your calls, and I hope you guys enjoy the game, man. If you are watching this on the second time around, drop your thoughts in the comment section. Check out my video from earlier. Give me some thoughts on there as well. And we're back pumping out the content each and every day. So thank you guys so much. Hope you have a great rest of your night. If you didn't get your call answered this time, we'll definitely hit you on the next one. No worries. But yeah, man, you guys have a beautiful night. Oh, wait, hold up. We got another super chat. Shout out to my man Seth with the $5 super chat. Says, what up, RB? Just wanted to check in. Homie, keep grinding, my dude. Gonna go watch Mighty Joe Young get his. I'll holler, my dude. Shout out to you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, my man. Shout out to Seth, another great channel member, always coming in, showing support. We'll definitely be back on the play-by-play on Friday, most likely, but we'll see what happens. But shout out to Seth, David, Don. Appreciate all you guys, man. Thank you for always showing support to the channel and some love. With that being said, I'm going to go watch this game, half watch this game, eat some dinner. You know what I mean? You guys have a great night, man. Rewatch it if you didn't catch it and give me all your thoughts. And with that being said, I'll catch you on the next one, man. Peace.